Love and marriage, love and marriage go together like a horse and carriage. This I tell you, brother, you can't have one without the other. Love and marriage is an institute you can't disparage. Ask the local gentry, and they will say it's elementary. Try to separate them. It's an illusion. Try and separate them, and you'll come to this conclusion. Love and marriage, boom. What's up out there, YouTube? This is James coming back at you with another informative video. I hope you guys are doing well out there on this beautiful warm Tuesday. I'm doing well myself. Look, I've been sitting on this story right here for probably about a couple years now. I came across it probably back in 2023, could have been 2022. I don't know. But what struck me was how much this man right here looks like Al Bundy. He looks just like Al Bundy to me, and when I seen what happened to him, he's an attorney, a Lawrenceville attorney out of Gwinnett County, okay? And what his name was, Doug Lewis, okay? And something terrible happened to this man that ended his life by some weird hick named Alan Tea or something like that. Now, Doug Lewis is a divorce attorney, okay? And he was representing Alan Tea's wife in the divorce. Guess what Alan Tea did? He went to Doug Lewis' office, I think it was in February on a Thursday, back about a few years ago, shot this man to death, and then set his office on fire. I'm like, wow, shot Al Bundy look-alike to death. That's messed up. So, but what I want us to do is check out this particular video, and then we'll get back into the commentary.
New tonight, a popular and beloved Lawrenceville attorney, Doug Lewis, shot to death inside his own law offices. His offices then set on fire, and it turns out Lewis had been representing a woman in a divorce case, and police say it was the woman's husband who went after Lewis. 11 Alive's John Sherrick joins us now live in Lawrenceville. John?
Friends and colleagues at Doug Lewis just aching now for Lewis's family. Lewis's law offices here in Lawrenceville were set on fire and severely damaged late Wednesday afternoon. Then inside, firefighters found Lewis's body. The suspect was the husband of a woman Lewis was representing in the couple's divorce. A contentious divorce case ending in homicide and arson at the law offices of one of the divorce attorneys late Wednesday afternoon.
This is pretty brazen.
Lawrenceville Police Lieutenant Jake Parker says Lawrenceville attorney Doug Lewis had been in his law offices Wednesday by himself when a man named Alan Tea walked in, shot Lewis, then used gasoline to set the offices on fire. Tea's wife had been suing Tea for divorce, and Lewis represented Tea's wife. Lewis's family and colleagues in shock and grief.
I'm going to miss him.
Attorney Phil McCurdy.
He had a great sense of humor and a very quick wit. Doug was a consummate gentleman. I never saw him treat anyone except with respect.
Lewis and his client in the divorce case had been scheduled to meet Tea back in court next week for a hearing. Outside the burning law offices, police say it was a witness who led them to Tea nearby. Tea himself had been burned.
He did have a firearm on him that had spent cartridges in the cylinders. There were gas cans and an odor of gasoline around the area as well.
Doug Lewis in law practice for 30 years. Christina Weaver got to know Lewis and his family on the ball fields when all their children were young.
And he was just the nicest guy. He was the nicest guy, and he's well known in the family court community especially. I think he mainly dealt with divorce cases and things like that. It's just really sad.
One of Doug Lewis's close friends, former law partner Jesse Kent, says Lewis was a joy to be around, cherished his wife and children, always talked of how proud he was of them, set the standard all lawyers aspired to achieve. The legal profession, Kent says, will never be the same without him. Gwinnett County Police and fire investigators and the medical examiner continue to investigate this case. So far, police say the suspect has not made any statements about any of this.
Wow, that's too bad that happened to this attorney right here. The thing is what's so ironic about it, he was a divorce attorney. You know what I mean? I couldn't think of anything about except that song right there that Frank Sinatra made back in the day, Love and Marriage. Because it always was a theme for Married with Children. I guess that's the name of it. Yeah, Married with Children here. And how much he looks like Al Bundy, but the thing is this, it's not so much that it's just dangerous, for the parties that's getting divorced, like the husband or the wife. Most of you hear about the wife getting hurt. I saw a story probably about a week ago where a wife, she won all of the proceedings, like the house and the cars and stuff in the divorce, and the husband went and she laughed about it. Okay. That antagonized the husband, and he went to the house and done her in, her father in, and tried to get the daughter. You know what I'm saying? I mean, things like that. I guess that's like pouring gasoline on a lit fire as it is. Don't laugh about it. These people are crazy these days, But in this particular case right here, who would have thought? I'm going to get the divorce attorney as well. You see what I mean? And that's what happened to attorney Doug Lewis. What a shame. But that's how it goes in love and marriage sometime, I guess. Condolences to the family. That's all I got on this one, people. I want you guys to tell me what you think about this particular story right here. I'm interested in hearing your thoughts on it in the comment section. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. People, please remember to live your life as though we are being watched, simply because we are. This is James, and I'm out. Peace.